It's not gonna come in.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to episode 5 of the Let's Be Frank podcast.
It's the Let Me Be Frank.
It's the. I don't know.
Let me be-
I forgot what our
Let
name.
me
What's
be
our name
Frank.
again?
Let me be Frank.
Let me be frank. Frankly speaking.
No, it's Frankly Speaking because
Frankly
Frank
Speaking.
didn't like Let
Can
Me
you
Be
guys
Frank.
make a decision on
What
that?
century?
Yeah.
Century.
Yeah. What? My favorite decade is.
Wait,
whichever-
but don't you want to hear why our dear host Frank couldn't make it?
Oh, I do.
Oh,
I'm very
yeah.
curious.
I thought his plane crashed.
Yeah, his plane crashed on his way back from his award ceremony in Ukraine. He broke his legs again, but he'll heal.
He's
You
stuck
know.
in the
Was it-
Ukrainian wilderness
was it
though
the
with
knee
no.
this
like-
time?
Fighting off
That
bears
was
with
just everything.
one of his
All
his
the
left
the entire
hand.
leg.
I feel like it's
Yeah.
not accurate representation because Audrey saw him at the train station today.
Well,
Nah.
that was
Probably
not
in,
real
like, a
Frank.
four-wheel
That was
wheelchair.
his
Probably.
body.
That was actually Frank.
Oh, it was actually
his twin
twin
brother.
No,
Yeah.
it was just it was
Like a
Tiffany,
body
but
double?
like the way I don't know. I'm not sure.
Things
Tiffany,
that-
but she put her hair
Things
up.
have been things have been really hard ever since my plane was stolen by an anonymous man
From Ukraine.
from Ukraine. My Ukraine
Oh.
plane.
Also,
as I
the
call
people
it.
with us
My
today are
plane.
Ainsley Wong,
No.
Ainsley Wong
Yeah.
of the Wong dynasty.
No.
Yeah.
No.
General
no,
Ainsley Wong.
No.
Cyrus and
No,
Jessica.
no, say it right.
Cyrus.
No, say it
Cyrus
right.
Fitch.
No, say it again.
What are you guys
Cyrus.
talking
Syrus.
Say it.
Serious.
Say it again. Say it again.
about? What are you
Serious?
doing?
Syrus.
Okay.
Like-
yeah.
like
we have
the
quote
Cyprus.
unquote
I'm gonna ask him-
Syrus
ask
and
him
Jessica
about
here.
Syracuse.
Yeah, so continuing on
Syracuse?
what our last topic was, what's your favorite decade from the
Syracuse.
1900s? We'll bring you in first, Ainsley, because you haven't told
Yeah,
us.
'cause we
What's your
didn't-
favorite decade from the
The
1900s?
one.
It's not the bubonic plague.
The one with a disease. Yeah.
Disease,
I'm
like
sure-
smallpox?
1910s.
Oh,
Yeah, I
oh,
do
the
love
Polio.
1910s.
Polio was a big
Oh.
one.
Polio.
Oh, I
Do you
love
mean the
that one.
Spanish flu?
Spanish flu.
Like World War
Sure.
One?
Coronavirus beta.
I actually had chickenpox. when I
That's
was
not the
younger.
right
Really?
century.
Yeah, so now I'm like.
Didn't
I said it's a beta.
Isn't it, like
Beta
vaccinated, though,
coronavirus.
for most people?
Well, I was like 3, so
Wait,
So your
what
mother's
are
an
you guys
anti-vaxxer?
talking about? What are you?
No.
What?
How
do you guys-
how did you
I
get
don't
that
know.
from what I just said?
How's your apple?
I like my apple. It has the lemon juice, so it doesn't. What do you call it? Oxidize.
Wow.
It's a good apple. It's very crunchy. It's apple crisp.
Yeah, I mean, the
Or
one thing
Honeycrisp.
you don't want
Regardless
is an
of it.
apple that's mealy, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you can
Like
tell.
the red
I
delicious
like the apples
Soft
that taste
apples are gross.
I
It's
like,
who would
the
eat
apples
those?
that
That's so
taste
true.
vaguely
It's
like how
someone
grass
chewed
smells.
up an
No.
apple and
You know?
vomited
Why would
it
anyone
back
do that?
out.
The
then
ones
put
that
it in
taste
an
No,
apple.
they
Like
hit
you're
it like
just
they
eating
punched
a
it
So
in
like
once, so
Pringles.
it's bruised.
I really like
No,
that.
no, you know what I'm talking about? They
That's
like
literally what Pringles are.
they
Pringles
Pringles
re-vomit
are
out
like
the
vomited up.
potato like
Chip.
mush.
Yeah.
I don't know why people like mealy apples.
People
No one
like
does.
mealy
No one
apples.
does.
Someone
I've
must.
Never.
My dad will like.
Whoever named Red Delicious should be shot in the streets.
I know!
Oh, they're red and delicious. They're like dark. They're
They're
like
the
dark
worst.
mahogany,
Those
and
are
they
the
like
worst.
They're
taste
fucking,
terrible.
they're fucking maroon.
Yeah,
Get
they're
over
maroon.
yourself.
My-
What is your favorite apple?
My dad will buy those
Oh,
apples
okay.
thinking they're Honeycrisps, and then he'll be like, "Cool, I bought you apples," and then I'll take a bite and I'm like, "Ew, these are disgusting." He's like, "Yeah."
I'll go grab. I'll go grab the apple and I'll go.
Okay.
And I'll be like,
Yeah, you
My
probably
favorite
would just like
apple.
crush
Favorite
it. in
apple.
one
Favorite
hand.
apple.
oh, favorite apple. Pacific roses are pretty
Oh,
good.
Pacific Rose is pretty good.
Mine are opal because they kind of taste like bananas, like banana flavoring,
Really?
and
Wait, there's
they
actually
are,
one apple. Let
and
me
they're
try to find it.
selected to be. They don't oxidize like at all,
I like
and they're very crunchy.
Honeycrisps
Honeycrisps
and
are
the
good.
pink ones, the ones that are pink on
oh,
the inside.
Pink Lady.
Pink lady.
Yeah, and then I like them. Do the Asian pears count as apples?
No.
Sometimes
Not
people
quite.
call them
Not quite.
apples.
They're like pretty close.
Well,
though.
they are hybrids between apples and pears, but they're
They're
not
pretty
like
good.
a variety.
They're good though.
They don't
Okay.
count as a variety. Yeah.
My favorite is gotta be Cosmic Crisp, bro. That is it's so crunchy, it's juicy, it's so good.
It's
Bro.
got the name.
The only-
They literally
It's got
call
the name.
it's literally called Cosmic Crisp. Like you can't not.
The only one that would make you sound more douchey is if you said Fuji apples.
Fuji is like the
Awful.
the
do not
boring
like
one.
Awful.
Fiji water.
Fuji is good, but
Fuji,
like it's
more
not.
like
It's
Fuji.
boring.
No, it's Fiji water.
What about you, Ainsley?
Fiji water.
What's your favorite apple?
I like Granny Smith apples
Oh, yeah.
and also
Classic.
Envy apples.
Oh, Envy.
Those are good.
Those are pretty good.
It's not a
Why are we-
Honeycrisp. It's not good.
Honeycrisp is really good. I'll
Ew,
give you
bug.
that.
I think it was
Gross.
okay.
Get off.
I like Cosmic Crisp
Gross.
more though because it's you know,
Yes, I found it. I
cosmically
found it.
crispy.
Okay, guys.
Compared, compared to
your
your
eyes.
apples,
See
they're,
it.
like,
The
delicious.
Black Diamond is
I
a
wanna
rare
see it.
apple with a jet
Oh,
black
is
hue.
it
Oh, I've seen those.
Isn't that like fake? Wait.
Okay, I'm
oh,
reading
wait. I
through that.
can't remember that.
Okay,
wanna
Cole,
see-
read the
It's
rest.
so
Yeah.
fake.
I mean, I
Someone
wouldn't
definitely spray painted.
For our audio listeners, it says the Black Diamond is a rare apple with a jet black hue a taste sweeter than honey, and it makes your quote dick and balls fall off, and its crispiness is unmatched. So obviously,
I mean, at
Syrus-
least part of that has to be
So
right.
yeah,
Cyrus has shown
I
us
think
fake
it's fair to
news.
say Black Diamond probably my favorite.
That's a
sure.
type of.
Black Diamond. I genuinely don't
That's
know if
exactly what I thought of
I
first.
genuinely
I was like,
don't know if
that?
it's a real apple that's
I
just
don't
had
think
like
it
an
is.
aspect
You
of its
audio
character.
listeners,
Don't
Cole pulled out like
is
a
that?
weird ass
It's
fruit
roll
leather.
up. Some weird ass fruit leather.
It's so weird. It looks like a rye cracker, but then I look and
you literally, it's literally like you gave me this before. It's like you're eating just shoe leather.
The
But they,
Black
But then
Diamond.
it's like kind of sweet.
called shoe leather.
That's
Alex.
disgusting.
yeah.
The Black Diamond apples are a rare variety from the family. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that because
Which
I'll do it wrong. Also known as the Chinese Red Delicious.
That's not real. That's not
How
real.
can they be
Cyrus.
red delicious if they're black?
Yeah, exactly. I think
Well,
it's
they probably just like selected Red Delicious
use-
to have darker
They're
skin.
just dark
Black
purple.
paint,
They're
spray
just
paint.
dark purple.
And if they're Chinese,
But
if
I-
they're Chinese red delicious, then that's not saying much because red delicious.
Red
apples
Delicious is
suck
terrible.
balls.
Okay.
That's a good point. Fuck. Yeah, I'm back to Pacific
No,
Rose.
we
It's a good apple.
Pacific Rim.
Pacific Rose.
Pacific
Yeah.
Rim. That movie was not good. It
Dude,
was
What?
funny.
What are you
No,
talking
it
about?
wasn't.
The first one was pretty good. The second
first one
one
Dude,
was
okay.
awful.
any kaiju
Second
movie,
one
I'll
was
look at the
terrible.
animals and I'll think those are some dumb looking animals. Those would never survive, and then I'll leave. That's my
I think I have to
relationship.
go help my group now.
No.
Bye, Ainsley. Your presence
Rigel
was-
then can come in.
Thank
for
you, Ainsley. No.
Yeah, your
no more.
presence
No
was
more people.
appreciated.
No more people. Thank you, Ainsley.
I did-
Allen, for-
barely
Fun,
last
you were a
time.
great
Tribute.
guest.
The Schmedcast.
Yeah, you were a
The
great.
Schmeg
It's
cast.
not the Schmeg cast.
It's called the
It's-
Jude cast.
Ainsley,
Let's
final
be
words,
frank.
Final words for the listeners.
Not about
Okay, bye,
apples,
bye,
maybe.
bye, bye.
Okay, bye. That's it. You had your chance. You had your
Okay.
chance. No more last words. Bye. Okay.
L plus
Hello, Rigel.
Oh, I'm here now?
Yeah,
Yes.
Rigel's here now.
It turns
No,
out the
Rigel's
door
not
to
here.
the balcony is a push, not a pull.
Have you just been stuck this whole time?
That's quite comedic.
King.
Okay. Topic.
Let's just go back to the history stuff
Okay.
from yesterday.
Yeah. So Rigel, what's your favorite decade from 1900s to
Probably 1910s also. World War One was really cool for aviation, and
Boom.
I
You
love
see?
it.
I like blimps.
Aviation.
Blimps are cool.
blimps fucking suck.
The way that you
Bro.
said
Shut
that. You're like,
They're just dumb
the
gas
Hindenburg,
bags.
bro? Like, oh, I love
They're
the.
cool though.
I
They're
loved when
just
it
like
was just.
big, and then
they're
big.
basically just like someone saw a hot air balloon and is like, what if I made it look like a whale?
Oh,
Yeah,
man,
it's awesome.
Oh man,
What if
I
it's
loved the
bigger?
Hindenburg man when they just made a hydrogen bomb.
favorite-
Well,
That
that's
was
because you're
awesome.
stupid. They made it out of
They were so
hydrogen.
stupid.
Like, I don't
My
know
favorite,
how dumb you can be to use a flammable gas as like something that would
For like a hot air balloon.
yeah, like seriously, like
If I ever make a
there's
whim of calling
seconds
it
someone
Hindenburg
hits that with
too.
a bullet, that shit's going.
My favorite
That's
my
like the
favorite
Titanic,
decade
too.
was the
Yeah,
1990s.
it's the Titanic of the
Specifically-
air.
Why the 90s?
Specifically
Okay.
January 25th, 1999,
What happened?
because that's when the hit TV show from PBS Zaboomafoo came out.
Shut up. No shot, bro. Yeah, as I priorly stated,
yeah.
I liked the 80s because the Cold
And
War
guess-
was
and
pretty
guess when
cool,
Zaboomafoo
and
Alex,
the
was
tech-
canceled.
Literally, the 80s is when the Cold War was ending. I don't know why you say the
Shut
80s.
up,
that was
bro.
like when
The
it was
80s.
almost over. I'm pretty
The
sure
tech
nothing even
was
happened.
cool as well.
That's okay.
Like,
say the tech. Don't say
the
the,
tech-
the Cold War.
okay, fine. The tech. Oh, the tech.
The Cold
Plus-
War is any time between.
Also,
like,
the 70s for
like-
the Cuban Missile Crisis.
Oh my god, today during our assignment,
You know the
one of
X-Men stopped the Cuban Missile Crisis.
You know
right?
the what?
The X-Men.
It's true.
Yeah, the X-Men did. I remember Wolverine was there.
I don't think Wolverine was there. It was Magneto.
It was Magneto. Sorry, my bad, my
Isn't he
bad.
a bad guy?
Yeah, but
He
he,
is a
wasn't
bad
bad
guy.
at the time.
But he wasn't that bad.
Today during our assignment for
We all
one of
have
the
those days.
examples, Nikita came up with the Cold War as an example of the concept of dominance.
Oh my god.
And then I asked
The
him.
concept of dominance.
That was his pattern. I was like, "Do you want to talk about anything specific about dominance?" He's like, "No."
That's
Um,
very funny.
And
One of
I
those
asked
guys.
him when the Cold War happened,
He's
and
like,
he just
"Oh."
turned and looked at Jackson, who was in a different group, and stared at Jackson, and then they just both laughed at each other.
No offense, but most of the Slavic kids in our grade don't know anything about Slavic countries.
Why would
at
that?
all.
Why are you
Meaning-
saying
I
no
don't-
offense?
That's
I
literally
don't.
intended to offend
I
you.
don't, and I take offense to it.
Okay,
Oh,
but
you
you
got your
don't.
hands on your hips. Okay, you're serious.
So
Yeah,
you
I
literally, so
I
you
asked
literally
Frank.
fit into.
I'm like, Frank, do you know anything about the Soviet
Frank
Union?
doesn't
He's
know
like,
anything in
"Oh."
general.
Okay, but
It
yeah,
was
why would you use
communist.
Frank?
Why would you
as
use
an
Frank
he's
as your
Russian.
point of reference?
Literally,
He's like one of the
literally,
earliest-
Also, every
literally
bone in his body's broken from Ukraine.
Yeah.
including-
Yeah, why would you ask
question
Frank
it?
as his
He's
plane is
recovering.
crashing?
He's
Like,
recovering.
You're like, Frank, I removed the gas from your plane. Tell me and I'll put it back in.
I mean, I don't really blame Frank for not knowing because I doubt his parents wanted to talk about it because it was awful. But
Look,
still.
the only thing I really know about like life in Russia is like this one story I was told about why my grandma is so shit at doing Passover.
What?
But like in a very endearing way, and it's because
How is
she
she-
later.
remember
How are
it
you bad? How can
literally,
you be
like,
bad at doing
It was
Passover?
kind of borderline.
Because it was banned.
It was banned.
banned?
So all my grandma.
Get it together,
All my
Alex.
grandma knew about it was that every year, her and her family would go into the basement for a special meal, and that's all she knew. And-
Was this special meal another child?
yes, always.
Oh my god.
And yeah, so during Passover, my grandma's like really, she's trying really hard, and she's like, she kind of gets it. She's
A little bit.
she makes
A
us
little.
like read from a book about what Passover is about.
It was like a children's book on how it works.
Yeah, basically, or like a step-by-step
So-
guide.
Oh god,
Like-
there are some scary Bibles for children. Like my brother.
don't-
Oh my
bought
god,
some-
right?
Dude, can we talk
like-
about PragerU for
gross.
kids?
Oh my god! Can we talk about the Bibles for boys with all the gory
I don't know. To
details?
be honest, like I think.
Why is
well,
it for
actually, I
boys?
should-
Yeah, I
yeah,
heard about
yeah.
that.
Bible
So
Bible
gross.
for boys with all the they
Bible
don't leave
for-
out any of the
Bible for
gory
big
details.
boys. I think we
Oh my
just-
god, I'm pretty
sex.
sure there's a magazine that I forgot what it's called. It was so funny.
Teen Bible or
I
something.
found it because apparently they sponsored Dr. Squatch, and I was making fun of the Dr. Squatch names
That's
for their
so funny.
soaps. And they're a Bible magazine for men.
Look, the thing
They're
about
like, this magazine's full of Bible stories specifically
And then-
for men.
And then Jesus took out his AR-15 and
then,
smited
no,
the
then
heathens.
Jesus took out his massive cock.
Oh my god.
pulling his heart out.
But yeah, I mean, look, I'm like 60% sure Dr. Squatch is doing a sadder bit because I'm pretty sure they're just trying to masculinize the concept
How
of
much do you want to bet
hygiene.
Manscaped will buy out Dr. Squatch?
That'd be
so then
really-
they can have. So then
they're
they can have.
both
the
the
They
same
can have.
guy.
same thing.
No, they have the
are.
same
They're
ad
like-
guy. They're not the same guy.
Yeah, they have
They're
the
like,
same ad
wash-
guy. Why do they have the same ad guy?
No, no,
I
no,
thought
I'm
it
telling
was
you,
the
I'm
same
telling you.
company.
Manscaped
They're
is
like,
gonna buy them.
maybe
They're gonna-
take a shower, but for men.
Yeah.
No.
Which honestly, they
they're
need
gonna
it.
Manscaped is gonna buy them out, and then they're gonna make like new ball soap. It's gonna be
No,
so
they already
bad.
have that. They
No
literally
way.
have something like
Dr.
I think we
Balls
are.
in the
I think
name.
we are going
No,
way
Doc-
out of the.
Doc-
This is a bit out of line.
Dr. Squatch for your beefy boy nuts. For men.
Okay, let's dial it back here.
I don't get why their ad is like the soap that you used to
Hey,
use.
I thought we said stop talking about
We're
Dr.
not
Squatch.
talking about Dr. Squatch.
This episode's sponsored by Dr. Squatch.
No.
guys.
I think
This episode's sponsored by Mancini Sleep World.
What's the best fruit?
this is
Top
very
fruit.
spicy.
Oh,
top
God.
fruit.
Alex, that was we already did.
We
fruit.
did. That was
Tomatoes. Tomatoes the best
Alex,
fruit.
oh my
Tomatoes
God,
the
you're
best
No,
fruit.
we're not
Are
gonna
we
have
going
We
to
that.
gotta go
really
back to the
argue
actual
about
topic.
this?
What was the topic?
Nope, it was like history stuff.
Oh yeah, history stuff.
Yeah, I said
Okay, got it. Historically, what's the best fruit?
Historically, what's
Tomato.
the best?
They
Well, I mean,
they tried to kill someone
The
with a
acidic
tomato.
ones, because like for pirates, because it gets rid of the
Scurvy.
scurvy.
It does not. No,
I thought that's what it did.
the
No, it
acid
did.
isn't getting
Can I
rid of
have
the
that?
scurvy.
No,
it's
the
the
vitamins.
vitamins.
Oh, it's a vitamin.
But generally the acidic
Trade
ones
you.
have the vitamins.
No, I don't want to.
No, it's just
You don't want a
citrus.
phone?
Okay,
You-
Oh,
citrus.
citrus, not acidic.
Cool,
You see,
just
I
take
don't
it.
English too well. Yeah.
Well, the thing is, we have a native plant in California. I forgot what
You know
it's
how they
called
tried to
the
kill
plant.
Fidel Castro like 20 times?
Fidel
And it
Castro.
all worked.
Fidel?
I thought it was Fidel. It's Fidel.
Who the hell says?
Fidel sounds like a car model.
Oh, I thought
It's
It's
Fidel.
actually. Alex,
Actually,
have you
It's
heard
like-
of?
I'm not even joking. I never knew that.
It
It's
sounds
Fidel.
it
It's not
sounds
Fidel.
like the dog name.
Has everyone heard of Fidel Castro's son, Justin Castro, otherwise known as Justin Trudeau?
Oh,
What?
I thought you were gonna
Wait,
make a
that's-
castration
No.
joke.
No, everyone just says because he looks kind of like Fidel Castro, and his mom kept going to like Cuba, and everyone thought Justin Castro.
I dude, I
Yeah, as he's
genuinely
good.
thought you were. I genuinely thought you were gonna make a castration.
Okay,
joke.
anyways,
No.
there's a native plant to California, and it's like something
Poppy.
parviflora.
Poppy.
No, it's not poppy.
Not the
True.
And
California
it's called
poppy.
like it's called miner's lettuce because it has like
Oh, I
3
know what you're talking
times
about,
the vitamin. Vitamins is like lemons and
Tastes
stuff.
like ass.
Go and
It
eat
does, it kinda
plants.
tastes
It
like
does. It does. It tastes so bad.
I used to do because I had a
Why do
garden.
both of you know what
Hey,
ass
Alex,
tastes
I know.
like?
I had-
No, not ass. I'm just saying it tastes
Hey, Alex.
terrible.
Yeah, no, it's a similar experience.
Why would you?
I'm just saying ass is a descriptive
shared a
word to say it
lovely
tastes
evening.
bad. Shut the fuck up, Cyrus.
No
What?
swearing.
Shut up, Cole. You've literally sworn like 18 times.
Stop fucking swearing, Alex.
Fuck
Yeah,
you.
don't say that shit.
Alex.
My dad told me to stop fucking swearing, jackass.
Stop fucking swearing, Jack.
Okay,
It looks
topic.
like a dumb player.
History.
Have you guys?
Why
wait,
does this happen every
Wait,
time?
did you guys ever go to grandparents in training club?
No,
No.
but I know
We're
that
not
you
talking
like.
about grandparents and
shut up,
training.
shut up.
I know
This
that you
relates.
like doing the redneck accent, but we're
Wait,
not doing
this ties
that.
back. This ties back because I was.
I
I
know
got
they
to
were
talk
doing
about
it back
how,
in my day.
Yeah.
I got to talk about how Reagan's America was just way better. It was, so
better. What are
funny.
you talking about?
Back in my day.
Back in my day, the country was run by a red-blooded American male, Ronald
You
Reagan.
love saying
God bless his heart.
red-blooded American.
Ronald Reagan.
Back in my day, syphilis was tasty. Now it's a disease.
But yeah, I think
What is that?
in terms of recent presidents, Ronald Reagan was actually pretty good compared to like the Bill Clinton or like
I like
compared to like Bill Clinton or like any of the Bushes.
John F. Kennedy.
or- John F. Kennedy
Dude,
was not close
dude,
enough.
dude, I love
got
Kennedy.
shot.
John F. Kennedy's major thing they
With a
did was he got
short-lived
shot.
How
Yeah,
That
dare
dude,
you? You don't
my
like William
dude.
Taft?
was,
The guy who got
William
stuck in his
Howard.
bathtub?
No,
William
that was
Taft?
funny. That was
That was
funny
pretty
that
funny.
That guy did that.
FDR was cool. I
Dude,
like
do you
FDR.
still have to go?
No, FDR.
Guys,
Actually, no.
if you think about, if you live in the White House, you
He's
have
the guy
to
who ran for,
bath
like,
in the
4
same
times.
bath that like other old guys
No, just
bath.
commission a
No.
new bathtub.
Commission, yeah, get a new
You
bath.
every
Dude,
Get it, like,
no, you like
customized
work
too.
at the White House. I don't think you like live.
You
there.
live in the
you
White
do.
House.
You live in the fucking
Yeah,
White
forever.
House. Do you think?
Forever.
Yeah.
No,
hey, yo,
yeah, they just like
Okay,
keep
no,
all
for your
the
no,
presidents
not forever. I
It's
mean,
like
for the
in
entire
Tonto.
term, you can't like go anywhere else. That's
Yeah.
that
Dude,
kind of
you
sucks.
visit the White
hold
House,
on,
you can't
hold
go
on,
up, what
hold
is it,
on,
the
hold
third
on, hold
floor?
on, hold on. They do live in it. It's like in Kanto, but with presidents.
Shut up! Shut up! That movie was terrible.
Okay.
That was
We
horrible.
don't talk
I
about
think
Biden.
some cool presidents. I think some cool presidents.
Alex, how did you not know that they live in the White House?
thought-
Where did you
Alex,
It's like
they
a
live?
normal job to some extent, right? They
Alex,
go in, they
Alex,
clock
did
out.
you think that there's just a
don't
president
clock
just
out.
No, they
living
don't
on
clock
his...
out.
Goddamn
Dude,
United
dude,
States of
yeah.
They
America.
don't work
Okay,
9 to 5.
fine.
Yeah, dude, you think the president's gonna drive down a car and go onto a normal ass street where he can just go
Well, it's
into a
not a normal
house
street.
that's as easy
There's
to
a
break
street-
into as any other
Okay,
house?
Oh, there's
fine.
like that neighborhood where all the like presidents buy properties once they're like.
Yeah, exactly.
out.
Well, that's not
That's
the.
what I was
Oh,
thinking.
you mean?
Like Obama's, like-
You mean Golden Oaks? You mean Golden Oaks, the property on Disneyland?
No.
No.
No, the Mickey Mouse
Where
Clubhouse.
people can live on Disneyland.
That's where they all live. They just live together.
You just see Bill Clinton like hanging out with Nikki.
They all
playing the saxophone.
live in the catacombs under Paris, feasting
That's
on the
very
marrow,
specific.
feasting on the
Okay.
marrow
Who's
from
in
the
Paris?
bone.
We're off topic here. Top president.
Really?
Good
No.
president. Shut up.
Good presidents. I like Mr. Roosevelt, the
Teddy or FDR?
Teddy. He got shot, and the guy kept talking.
Oh yeah, he was like, yo, I've just been shot by the
No,
way.
it was like
Ow.
he wrote like a 40-page speech, and it was like basically my history projects.
Yeah.
He got shot, and then he
Are
just
you
like
saying we should shoot you next time you present?
Yes.
I mean,
No,
kinda
dude,
looking
I
forward
think
to
you
that.
should shoot in
it
my
was,
direction
it was
to
years
make me
ago.
move
How
faster.
good were guns?
I mean, I wouldn't be completely opposed
What?
to it.
It was,
What?
it was a long time ago. How good were guns?
Well, I mean, it was good enough.
Oh yeah, and
to
then he
shoot
lost
and
dude,
almost
dude,
killed
dude,
him.
By the way, that term where he got shot while he was doing a speech, he somehow lost that to Woodrow Wilson, and Woodrow Wilson was like one of the worst presidents of
man
all
got
time.
man gappled after. He was just like,
Shut up! Don't say that.
Like, I think what's FDR? He was also really cool.
FDR was pretty
another
he
Roosevelt.
helped the Great Depression.
That guy. He went for
Third-
he
four
helped
terms.
it.
He helped it.
he
Four
like
terms.
he like
Wait,
gave
who
him
did
a
the
little hug.
Wait, who did the prohibition?
Some
Ah,
jackass.
come here. You
Yeah, some jackass did the prohibition. Whoever did that's the worst president.
What up? What up? What up? What up?
Yeah,
What
it's
up?
not
What
like
a
that.
square.
guys,
Yeah,
guys,
square.
guys. I like Nixon.
Oh God.
Don't say you like. He literally
I
got
keep doing
impeached.
that.
Nixon was pretty cool, and then he was.
Dude,
weird.
my favorite thing about Nixon is how he talks like.
Why do you keep doing that?
What are you talking about? Like the COD, the COD fucking
It's just a
Black
storm,
Ops 2.
Dick.
Yeah. Sounds like someone's breaking in. It's just a storm, Dick. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then everyone's like freaking out because
Yeah.
Dick.
I like FDR. I like FDR because he was young and cool, and then he got shot.
It's me.
That's not Franklin. That's Teddy.
No, I said.
Teddy got shot. Franklin
I said,
Delano did not get shot.
What?
Guys,
you
can
call
we
it?
talk about how much of a
No,
bitch
not
ass
yet.
motherfucker Thomas
There
Edison
should be a
was?
hall of fame
Thomas
of all
Edison
the
was a bitch.
He literally just killed an elephant.
Presidents that got shot?
For
Or
fun.
the ones
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
shot them?
Man just was like, I'm gonna electrocute
They
an
get to be
elephant to death
together.
and steal a bunch of patents and never do anything cool in my life.
Rigel,
I
what do
don't-
you think about the prezzies?
He
I
killed.
never studied anything about presidents. This is the first year I've ever had
I hate
to
all
take
of
a
them.
history
You
class.
hate all of them.
Yeah, I don't
You
want
hate
to
learn
everyone.
about
You
This
hate
is the first time
Obama,
you've ever had
you
to-
hate
well,
Yes.
Lincoln,
Peninsula
you hate
didn't particularly have a
Washington,
good-
I
you hate...
hate
Oh my God, you
Lincoln
went to
so
Peninsula.
much.
Why do you hate Lincoln?
What did you
He-
think
Why
of
do you not
Peninsula?
hate Lincoln?
He led
He's
the
a-
North.
Shut up!
Hey,
I'm talking to my friend Rigel here about Peninsula
Shut him up,
School.
boy. Get over
You
here.
were my
about Lincoln.
replacement.
Get over
You were
here.
literally
Get over
my
here.
replacement.
No, there was like 30 guys who
That's
left.
true.
Lincoln is
Although
a
I
white
was the best one.
supremacist, and
He
he
was.
I don't even remember.
But he
anyone
led
who
the
left.
North. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what his ideals were.
Yes,
It's
it does. It completely matters.
No, but he's still
Especially considering his legacy.
He's-
Everyone's like, "Oh, he's the guy who ended
Honest
racism."
Dave.
No, he didn't end racism. He just led the right. He led the good fight, though. Like he did. I mean, I get.
And
okay,
then
I
he
get
was-
he was do-
Arguable
no,
that
no,
the
he
people
was
who
doing
led the good fight, quote unquote, are the actual people who escaped the South and then decided that they would actually
He was
fight
doing
for the
he was
North.
doing it for personal gain, but it's still no. But it's still a good thing to do. Okay. Like if I
Would you
What's
rather?
up? Shut up.
Hey,
Was he
Salem,
doing it
Salem.
for-
Would you rather?
Yeah, he was doing it for his
didn't do the
campaign.
Civil War.
That's not what I didn't
No,
say that.
okay,
no,
okay, Salem.
the Emancipation Proclamation. He literally just quote unquote freed the people that he had no jurisdiction over because they fucking seceded from the Union, and then he didn't free the people he actually had control over. He didn't free
And also-
anyone.
also- and
I
also-
he
know,
literally just did it so that
and
the
also
Southern
it was a
states
but it
could
was
do
the
that.
start for
freedom.
the civil rights movement.
So that doesn't mean he's
So-
a good person or a good president.
No, but he did.
He was a pretty cool guy. You know, he was a
good president.
boxer.
He united the fucking state.
He
He
was
said
a
united
boxer.
himself.
the North
He
and
said
South.
himself
Guys,
in
guys,
multiple
guys.
speeches.
We're forgetting a very important detail. His head was very tall.
Lincoln was a
very
boxer. He was an amateur
I don't
boxer. He
care
got
if
into
he's
an
a
amateur.
boxer.
Probably
Hall
had
of
brain
Fame
damage.
boxer.
Look,
He united the North.
yeah, they didn't problematic.
He united the
Quite
North
a few
and the South.
years ago, when Lincoln was just a young man, he was hit on the head
A
by
few years
most
ago?
likely some form
I mean,
of
he
small
was always
mallet.
pretty young.
And he
like,
got a
died
big
young.
bump on
so-
his head. It went.
Also,
No,
also
no,
he got
he-
shot in a theater. That
He
was
said
horrible.
he said
Yeah,
multiple.
that kind of kicked ass.
Shut up. He
was
said
like the
multiple
Muppets guy.
times if he could end the Civil War without doing anything for enslaved people, he would have done it
Okay,
that way.
but he still did things for slave people.
Because he had
because
to.
it was the last resort.
Okay, but okay,
That does not make him a good
if I
president.
shoot a bank robber dead because he robbed a bank, but it was because I wanted the money, I'm still stopping a bank robber.
No, Alex. The better comparison.
And you are
would
now
be-
also a murderer.
No,
now,
Alex.
now you are a murderer and a bank
Yeah.
No,
robber.
Alex. A better comparison is
A bank
if you
robber
shot a
robber.
bank robber because you just didn't like the guy. Like
Yeah, 'cause you just
he
didn't
was
like
your
the
neighbor.
guy.
He was really
Yeah.
loud, and you shot him.
Yeah.
Well, you still shot a
Yeah.
bank. Shooting
Yeah.
a bank robber isn't the correct
No, that's
course of action.
self-defense. You can do that.
If you
It
get
wasn't self.
If it's like no, if it's
You
armed
walk
robbery.
into
If
the
it's
bank and you
okay, what about this? If you fix the prison institution because you're going to prison and
Fix
you want it to
it.
be
yeah,
better.
yeah, if you yeah,
You mean
yeah,
just get rid of it?
if you improve the prison
Potentially.
Yeah,
Oh, really?
no,
What are you gonna
Cyrus
do
is
to
right there. If
fix
you
it?
improve something just because you're going to gain from it, it's still improving it though.
No, it's not.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
How is it
It
not?
still
How
has
is
a
it not?
positive impact
Yeah,
on
it still
people
has
in
a
the
positive
future,
impact.
but you as a person shouldn't be judged as
No,
necessarily better
because
for it.
oh my god, the people who turned the tide on the Civil War is not. It's not because he wrote the Emancipation Proclamation and chose to do that. It's because people in the South, enslaved people in the South, decided that they wouldn't, because like the North
Well,
was
also 'cause
still
the South sucked
racist.
at fighting.
The North
No, they
was
were pretty
still
good.
Yeah, they were
racist
bad.
and didn't actually.
Their blood was too red.
Oh my god. Enslaved people in the South decided that they would fight for the North. That's the only way that the North would have enough people to even stand a chance.
pretty
It
sure
has
they
nothing to
had-
do
Okay,
with
but the
Abraham
Emancipation
Lincoln.
Proclamation was still a good thing to do, though.
It doesn't
Better
make him a
than
good
nothing.
president, though.
Yeah, it does.
No, it doesn't.
If he does a bunch of good stuff, it makes
It's
him
not
a
a
good
bunch
president.
of good stuff.
It makes him a good president,
He
but
still,
maybe not
he
a good
still
person,
won
but
the
a good
he won the
president.
war though against North South.
No,
He
he's
won,
just
though.
a guy who did some
Like,
stuff
he
that
connected
was
the
good.
two.
I think we should remove Lincoln from everything and just like go back in time.
I think we should put Rick
I think-
from Rick and
I
Morty
think-
there
no, I-
instead. I
nothing-
think that would
that's
be
a
really
civil war.
good.
That would be better on the
Dude.
on the Rushmore.
Yeah, Mount Rushmore is just
God.
Rick and
Morty.
Morty.
No, and then
I
they have
thought we
like
weren't
Morty.
talking about Rick and Morty
Hey,
anymore.
no more Rick and Morty.
No more Rick and Morty.
Okay.
I've been
But
But
watching-
I think Lincoln did good things. Though,
I think we should talk
despite
about
his
our history class,
shortcomings.
as that was an actually intelligent conversation.
It's already been like
we
25
did. That was
minutes.
like the one intelligent conversation we had.
Yeah, but the first few,
We're not cutting that.
okay, fine.
Okay, so there's one thing I wanted to say about world history next year. And
We're
it was
not,
like
we don't have
we don't
it.
have
Yeah,
we have
American.
American.
or like American history
Oh, it's
next
gonna be
year.
so
And,
much
Like my
fun.
big
I hate
concern with it
It's
is
so
that,
boring.
I know.
There's nothing in it.
they're either not gonna cover racism like
Well, they're
at all,
not.
Or they
basically.
cover it too
Or
much.
they're gonna cover it and make literally any minority
Everything
come
about-
up
yeah.
and talk about racism without any prompting
Or just have
No,
consent.
I've already
literally
heard from
everything
other
be
people.
racist.
Like when we go back to World War II, we're gonna have a debate about whether or not the atomic bombs were necessary,
Yes.
and then we're assigned.
Oh
like,
yeah, no, I
sides and
heard
stuff.
this.
Yeah.
No, I
'cause,
heard
like,
this. I heard that there was a guy who had relatives who were literally killed
In the- yeah.
in the bombings,
And then he couldn't
and
change.
he was forced to debate for why the bombings were good.
and he wasn't allowed to change.
Okay,
You can make a slight
let's kind of
argument, but,
let's
like,
talk about
not
that.
really.
I think that could actually.
Well, it's not fair though. To put
Yeah, it's also not fair to
put
just
them
put-
through that,
assign
and
them.
and they're like doing it for a grade, and they're not allowed to do anything about
They're
it.
Yeah,
not
okay,
allowed
I
to
think
say
As an
that.
actual debate, though, I think that's a little
okay.
interesting.
I mean,
As a debate,
generally
I've had this
speaking-
I
debate.
feel like it'll just
Okay,
go
you can
on
go.
the same.
generally speaking, it needed to be done. They wouldn't have surrendered anyway.
I
anyway.
think-
unless you invaded and
Yeah,
killed
I
everyone.
think
there.
Yeah.
generally this is always my statement
kinda
on things
sucks.
like this. There is always something else you can do.
Yeah.
but it's not going to be
But
better.
they were like,
There is always a way to get the perfect option without violence, but in most cases,
It won't be
no
taken.
one's gonna think of it, and it's really weird.
dude, they're
I
like
think
they're
the-
all about like honor.
Yeah, the
though.
main
Like, it
takeaway
was
is that
really
we
hard for
know
them.
a lot more about what we could have done in hindsight.
Yeah.
But
and it's
there
just
wasn't-
like,
okay.
It's just in
We don't
general
know what they were
difficult
thinking
to.
So,
in the moment.
I
So-
think
Yeah, it's
I think
difficult
that
to make
I think
decisions
the
while
best way to
history
put it
happens.
is it's the decision they made.
No,
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
hindsight, they still probably wouldn't have. Like, we know what they're thinking now. It was
Do
full
we?
surrender. They were arming children with like bamboo sticks with knives attached to them, or like muskets.
I'm talking about like we're not inside the heads of the people who dropped the bomb. Who made
Oh,
the
oh,
decision.
yeah,
yeah. We don't.
Also-
we don't
never
know
felt
where
pretty
they
bad.
were.
Also,
Yeah,
but
like
one
we
thing
don't
about
know
it.
what their conversations
Yeah.
were like. We don't know what the people who were making decisions knew at the time.
They
can't-
probably
we
weren't
can't
just like,
emphasize
yo,
with
let's
them.
drop it, let's
And
go.
also- and also-
They're like,
and al-
yes,
and
new
also-
Yes,
invention.
send it.
Also, like
touchdown.
the people who were bombed probably actually didn't really have any say in what was going
Well, yeah,
on with
that's
the
how.
war.
That's what war
Yeah.
is.
It's
like,
just killing a bunch of innocent people so
it's
that the people who
civilians.
aren't innocent
It's
will listen.
civilians and people who are basically drafted into it, dying for like disputes between
Yeah.
government.
It's like a
officials.
Pokemon.
The
battle.
main ways to end it,
Oh, shut up.
the main
It's
ways
not
to
a
end
great
it
analogy.
with the Japanese, the main ways, one, invade and
Uh-huh.
basically millions die on
War
both
loss.
sides, and then reparations against them would be even worse, and they essentially would lose most of their culture to modern, like how.
I mean, they've kind of done that to themselves.
still
in an
no,
attempt-
it would be
in an attempt to,
much,
like-
much worse than it
I
is now.
guess.
Like half their temples and
Wait,
buildings
do you,
would
do
it's
you
gone,
mean like
gone
with
forever.
anime and shit now that everything's
They're
Americanized?
trying to they like were developing their culture industries and like exporting their culture a lot and like trying to modernize a ton of it to appeal to the rest of the world after the war. Like that's one of
But
the main
thing is,
reasons
they
why
still
it's so
kept the
successful.
core part of it. It's still there.
Yeah, it still exists.
Like the buildings would not be there if we had invaded.
That's true.
The next option, just basically encircle the island and starve them out.
That's pretty
Man,
toxic, bro.
that
Yeah.
would- that-
That's
again,
toxic.
Everything about
A lot
this
of
is
people-
toxic.
Send someone
Yeah,
to
but that's more
assassinate
toxic.
the guy in charge.
Hirohito, if they assassinated Hirohito, they would have
Someone would
kept
take
fighting.
his place.
Yeah,
Someone would take
it's
his
not
place.
They could, even if they killed
that
literally
when
all the
war
time.
gets to that point, it does not matter
Yeah.
who's in charge, honestly.
Yeah,
I thought one of
they
the
are
cool-
very. They were. I mean, they're
At
very.
that point,
stubborn.
it's like a chicken without
There was
his
like
head, I guess.
80-year-old men
I'll tell
holding
you
like
later.
sticks and knives, and they were just gonna like charge at people with grenades and just blow themselves up because for the country, for the
Jeez.
emperor.
Patriotism does some weird stuff. to
Patriotism's fucking wild. That is as close as we will get
Red-blooded
to
Americans.
you socialism in human society. Is the fact that if you are like
Where is
indoctrinated
this going?
and like really into your country that hard and you're willing to die for it, that's basically what ants
So it's
got.
like football fans.
Yeah,
American
No, the
football
Raiders.
fans. The Raiders.
we have which is a very
Raider Nation.
which is a very interesting
Raiders. Raiders are the most aggressive fans of any.
which
No,
is a very
Those are
interesting thing
football
to
fans.
consider
Or,
about
like soccer people.
human
Not soccer.
society.
Have you seen them? There was literally a brawl in a stadium. I
Yeah.
forget where.
Just like the whole stadium, it
No,
was
the
Oh
everywhere.
yeah, that
They
we
throw a
were
punch.
Yeah,
What, they throw a
the
pint of
English were
Guinness at
banned
some
from
point?
going to anything,
They,
and
like,
then a
broke
part collapsed.
everything.
A part collapsed, and like a bunch of people died.
Yeah,
Like
way.
there was
And,
a
like,
stadium-wide brawl.
and like outside too. Like
Wait,
after,
what
like,
happened?
people were
Like,
just fighting each
was
other
it
in
like
the
a-
streets. It was so fucking weird.
Was it like a rules ref thing or something?
Yeah, no, something happened. There was a foul, and then like
and
a
they
British guy
literally
punched like I
lost
forget
their
an
minds.
Irish
Like
guy.
Only
everything,
in Britain.
all the like stores on the street too were like just
Closed.
like no,
They
like
closed the
people were like
shutters?
breaking things.
Nothing.
It was like
Oh my
so
God.
weird.
Okay,
I
guess
think we're gonna have to end it there.
I guess no.
So-
no.
Okay, well, what are you gonna talk about?
Okay,
What more
well,
British is there to talk
well,
about?
what I was gonna say, like going back to what I said earlier about like that's kind of as close. It's like it's an interesting thing to say about like how people function in society and
Well,
like
that's just a
socially.
very broad
That
thing to
we
end
can
on.
kind of build our own sort of form of like hive mind or superorganism just based on like indoctrination and patriotism
like
and
the big-
nationalism,
The big
which I think
flash
is pretty interesting.
Yeah, when
It's
It's
you're
like
only
the
in
thing
an
from the
echo
Apple
chamber of your own
commercial where
thoughts,
they
it
have
just
like the
keeps getting
TV
more.
and it's like,
remember
and
the
everyone's like standing
Nation
still.
Nathan thing.
Yeah,
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Nathan the hive mind.
I think there wasn't
Nathan.
really much else you could do for the Japanese at that moment.
Yeah, they're
in
like
time.
Raiders fans.
As I said,
They-
Shut up, Alex.
I will keep
If
using that
you did
analogy
bomb
any
them,
chance I get.
They surrender, but if you don't,
Yeah.
more people die than
And
if
they
you
don't
just
surrender.
bomb
They
them.
would not
As
surrender.
as I said, I think the easiest way to sum it up is just that's the decision they made.
Yeah,
It's-
because like we really
all those
can't-
people would
We
have
can't
died.
unbomb the Japanese
Those
Yeah, we
guys.
people
can't
would
know
have
what
died
would have
either
happened
way. It's just
Well, we.
a faster
What if you just
blip gone or months of
What
just
if you
brutal
just went
fighting
like?
in the streets.
What if America just went like, oh, you got us.
What?
well, then
Oh,
they
you
would have
got-
just
oh,
kept,
you win. Oh,
kept
you win.
basically
That's not how
just
that works.
Uncle.
Uncle?
They
Yeah.
no, but the
They
thing is,
wouldn't
then they would have
stop,
just
though.
kept fucking
Yeah,
the
they would've kept-
Philippines, Korea, and China
Yeah.
over, just
Yeah.
like forever.
Yeah.
So like,
or gone farther, honestly.
or yeah, I mean, they made
Farther
it
than
almost to
fucking?
India.
No, I meant like geographically.
They almost made it to India. Like
Yeah.
what,
They were
Burma?
going, they,
like
they were just
think
like
so, yeah.
encroaching more and more on the entire like Asian continent.
like if you
basically.
hadn't stopped them there, they
They're
would
like a
have
dog with rabies.
like they
Why-
wouldn't stop. That's it.
Every time you guys make analogies, I'm just
Well, you
always-
can't cure rabies. That was my point. Is there?
Yeah,
there isn't
you
a
can't
known cure.
unrabies the dog.
There isn't a known.
can't
There,
unrabies.
there isn't
No,
a
you
known
can't.
I
cure
thought it's
for
like
rabies.
insulin.
No, you can't.
And
No,
like
it's
your
just
Insulin
vaccines.
solves
so
every
like the
problem.
most well-known option when you have a pet with rabies is you have to put it
Okay,
down.
but like then you're just going from like
so
World War
sad.
II
It is
to,
really
like,
sad.
But that's
dogs.
just like that doesn't equate to the same thing.
the
It's
millions
similar.
of Japanese people. Oh, so it's
really.
fine. A dog.
Ah! Like those dog
Dude,
movies
look.
where the dog dies.
Yeah,
And
no,
then
no,
everyone's
the
just,
dog
like,
died.
stabbing
It was
in the
sad,
thing.
though.
No,
Dude.
Air Bud. No.
Airbud.
He got too many slam dunks.
He broke his leg.
And Air Bud dies.
Just a guy
probably.
comes in with a rifle. It's just like there's no rule against me killing the dog.
Air Bud is such a stupid movie.
Are we gonna end the episode?
Yeah.
No,
okay.
no, no,
Okay.
no, no.
No,
What?
no,
Why
no,
say
it's
no?
30
Why
minutes.
are we ending
Okay,
it?
well,
Guys, do you think they
let's
played a role
thank
in the
our-
role of
our-
setting a dog
Thank you all
Hey!
for coming.
Time is it?
Sorry, stop talking. Let's thank our guests,
Jessica,
Rigel Lay,
Rigel.
Cyrus Fitch,
Ainsley.
and Ainsley Wong, who's not
I
here.
think-
And then
Jessica,
we're gonna move on before he
Yeah.
tries to
And
say
I
the
think-
last name again.
and,
in Ainsley's
Frank,
immortal
you know, Frank,
words.
he's here.
I think what we've he's in our hearts.
Yeah.
I think what we've learned is don't be a Raiders fan
Oh,
and
also
don't be
Alex
British.
Edrod.
It's Frank. He's parasailing over.
Bye.